Shouldn't thud so much. You're gonna get back problems. Anyway, what's bothering you, sis?
I don't know. It's just that... I don't know. Tell us about it, Elaine. Tell us about Vietnam and Bubba. Tell us what's bothering you. You promise that you won't laugh at me? Of course not. Brian, Lieutenant Dan.
Well, Elaine, I'm your brother. I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes, but I used to be your brother. Now I'm your sister. And I love to stuff turkeys. Anyway, if something's troubling you, I would like to know about it. Here, take some baking soda.
All right, then. I'll put it on the shrimp. The reason I was so upset was I ran out of Dr. Pepper and I got to pee. But then I saw someone or something standing over in that there archway.
But, Elaine, David showed you that there was no one else in here. When the lights were clicked on verbally, you saw for yourself that we were all alone.
I'm not talking about something you can click away with that light there, Brian. I'm talking about some sort of human being type thing.
Then what's it all about, Elaine?
See, in darkness, my old friend, I saw something that can't be seen in a lighted area, and I think I've seen it several times before.
Are you sure you're not imagining this, Elaine?
Oh, I don't have that good of imagination for radio, Brian.
I prefer you call me Julia.
I mean, Julia. How long have you been seeing this thing, Elaine? I want to see her. Put her on my porch. Take her off. That's right. I want the woman. Where's Moneypenny? Well,
you gotta take a poop.
I do. All that chili we had beforehand. It started about, probably 6 minutes ago or 6 weeks, something like that. You were off on business in Detroit or someplace like that with Lieutenant Dan, Bubba, and you, Brian. Julia. Mom and Dad were on vacation. I had the house to myself. In the library I was. There was one light on. I sat in the chair beneath it, sort of reading. I was finding Waldo. Found him several times. I even thought that something was watching me. Maybe Waldo looking back or Carmen Sandiego, something like that. I felt that there was someone in the room with me, standing right in the back of me. Just watching, glancing, looking at me. And I looked back, but nothing there. Just emptiness. And then I thought I heard someone, and they were whisperings. I think I hears it, but I'm not sure. So I got up, looked around, and I'm pretty easily frightened, but not really sometimes. But this time I was, but out in the hallway it was almost entirely black. Luckily I was near a light switch that I clicked. And I looked back over my shoulder and I saw this huge hulking shape. Oh yes, tell us about it. And it was the first time I saw it, and I heard a voice, or rather, it started whisperings to me, like the wind. And I couldn't distinguish the words. There was just a lot of whoosh. Taco Bell. But that dark shape that seemed to be moving towards me, I thought it was Bubba, but nope, it was not. My hand was on the light switch. I turned it on, and the minute the light flooded the hallway, $5 box. It was gone. Nothing there. I was alone again. No Lieutenant Dan. Bubba sure as hell won't there. No, Jenny. But as long as there's light, I know it can't hurt me. It can't even reach me.
Well, you might have imagined it, you know. Hand me the salt and pepper.
Of course I will, but that's possible I did, but I'm sure I didn't. It was real. So real that the shape in the darkness, it was just like being back in the war. There was an old man I knew of, Dr. Serious. I'd heard that he knew quite a good deal about this supposed supernatural shit that was happening all over the place, all over the world. I went to him to see if he knew anything, so I waterboarded him so he would explain everything that would happen, and everything he told us about Elaine's story.
Knock, knock, knock. Yes, my good sir? What do you wish?
I have an appointment with Dr. Hesselius.
Oh, yes, yes. He mentioned something about it. Are you Mr. Drake?
Yes.
If you'll come inside.
Why, thank you.
Thud, thud, thud.
That was a violent door.
The door blew up.
It's because James Bond is here.
Dr. Hesselius is in the study. Please come with me. Thud, thud, thud. Walk, 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 walk. Doctor, a visitor for you.
Oh, yes. Bring him in.
Thud, thud, thud. Walk, 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 walk.
You may go now. I hate my life.
Yes, doctor. Walk, 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 walk.
That woman always has the weirdest walks-aways. Mr. Drake?
Why, yes, I am. I'm Drake. David Drake.
Sit down, please. In that chair. I don't care over there.
That's fine. I'll sit and also take a martini. Shaken, not stirred. Thank you, sir.
Thud, thud, thud.
I wish you wouldn't scrape my furniture across the floor like that and then fart in it. Now, what is the nature of your visit to me? Like, I care.
Well, from what I understand, Dr. Hesselius, if that's your name,
It is.
that you have a great knowledge of all things supernatural and manifestations that have occurred across the earth.
Great knowledge, Mr. Drake?
Why, yes.
No, hardly that. I've only scratched the surface if I even get out of bed some mornings of my years of study. Perhaps I can help you. Then again, I don't really care.
Well, then let me tell you a story.
If you must.
All right. Now, this didn't happen to me, but it happened to a friend who's also a friend, and some woman that I was gonna hook up with who I might marry. It seems that about 6 weeks ago, when she was alone.
Transitional pause!
Excuse me, I gotta fade in. Let me get with the point here. When the light was clicked on, clickety-click, their stock form disappeared. And that's the story. Or as much as I can remember, I kinda blacked out that night.
Oh, excuse me. I see. It's really a strange tale, dude.
Oh, trust me, I know.
You say she seemed to hear whispered voices, and that's really all the emotion I could muster.
Oh, she's always hearing things whispered to her, but that's what she says.
I see. A moment, please. I don't know how you say his name. Ask JL how you say his name.
Hesselius!
Hesselius rises and walks off.
I have a book in my files. I have to beat off. Oh, oh wait. That's
Don't do that in front of me!
Oh, I think that was stage direction. I'm sorry. Oh, yes.
Why is there stage direction for a radio show?
Because sometimes you gotta get the beat off.
Here it is. I believe this is the one. Yeah. I forgot how to say his name again, didn't I?
Hesselius returns!
Okay. Thank goodness. And he sits and flips through the pages of the books behind.
Perhaps I may be able to help. I don't know. Let me see. This is a very ancient book, Mr. Drake, so just don't breathe on it too hard. I seem to remember, here's an account of a happening such as you relate. Let me see. And we shall live on the earth, and they shall not see us. Yes, it's been foretold by the ruler of darkness.
And they shall not see us. Yes, it has been foretold by the ruler of the darkness. They who live by day and retire to sleep by night like old people do shall never know that we walk with them, that we are side by them, that we watch them, that we wait for our chance. Only at night will they see us, for in the daylight we will not be seen. Only at night, when the darkness grows together, and the forms of the shadow people are shaped from the blackness, they will know of us.
Will know of us, and they will know that we are their companions. For we the shadow people, so tired, so boring.
Ow.
I think someone swatted a fly. I knew I had read.
Just sit down on this.
It's a big book, goddammit!
I knew I had read something similar to the story you've told me, Mr. Drake.
Dr. Shellyish, since you killed that fly, what can we do?
Well, we can ask.
Are you all in?
We can ask Laura to say my name. Laura, what's my name?
Your name is Tina.
Well, no, it's Christian Stewart Hacelius.
Say that's not my name.
Give me a little time. Let me see if I can find any more references to these people of the darkness. One more thing, Mr. Drake.
Yes.
Be sure that your fiancée, or whatever the hell she is never left alone at night.
She's my side chick.
That's what I figured. Be sure that there's something, some living thing, animal, or human, I don't know, which accompanies her every second of the night, for she's in danger, Mr. Drake. I wish I could emphasize this more, but I can't. I don't know how.
Back now to our story, an original telefantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Shadow People.
Fuck were we just reading?
There was a break.
It.
Was that the transitional pause?
I don't know.
Yes. It was the forward.
It was the transitional menopause.
That night, the night of the day of the night that I had seen Hacelius, Elaine's mother died. Died in her sleep. When she failed to appear for breakfast and not get her eggs Benedict, Elaine's father went upstairs to see what was wrong. He entered her room, discovered that she was dead, crawled up in bed with her, seeing how she was doing. She just lied there, like a dead fish.
This took a different turn.
Yes,
really
it did.
Wow.
It's a creepy family. The family doctor couldn't explain it, because she had been in perfect health. Few weeks later, I was out at the house spending a weekend with them when I glanced over on the mantle at the clock, and it showed that it was 11.
Doom, 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 doom.
Why is the clock dooming?
Because there's doom all around us!
Doom, 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 doom.
Somebody hit that clock off.
I got to beat this clock off. Where's Mr. Davis?
I thought all he had to do was scream.
No, you're alive again.
Apparently. We went back in time.
Doom,
Unplug the damn clock.
It's taking us back
doom.
to the future.
I can't understand why